Ever wonder how much your favorite actresses are really worth? You know, like beyond the designer clothes and the red carpet appearances. We're about to find out.
We're diving deep into the world of Hollywood wealth, uncovering the fascinating and sometimes surprising ways these talented women built their fortunes.
We're talking serious money here, folks. And
Uh-huh.
get this, we've got research that reveals some pretty extravagant purchases, too. Like one actress reportedly made over $70 million from Instagram alone.
Ah, yes. Sofia Vergara, a prime example of understanding your brand and connecting with your audience.
70 million
Mm.
from Instagram. Okay, I'm officially intrigued. How does that even happen?
Well, her role on Modern Family definitely catapulted her to fame, but she was smart about it. Instead of just taking any endorsement deal that came her way, she chose carefully, aligning herself with brands that resonated with her image and, importantly, her massive following.
So it's not just about having millions of followers. It's about what you do with that influence.
Yeah.
Genius.
Exactly. And she didn't stop there. She launched her own clothing line, her own fragrance, even a furniture collection. She's turned her on-screen success into a multifaceted business empire.
Wow. She really knows how to work it. But, it makes you think, building wealth in Hollywood is about more than just acting talent. It's about creating a brand that goes beyond the screen.
Absolutely. Her estimated net worth is a cool $180 million, and trust me, she knows how to enjoy it. But her story reminds us it's not just about the money, it's about building something that lasts.
That's a powerful message. Okay, so we've got Sofia Vergara building a brand empire. What about someone like Miley Cyrus? She's definitely built a name for herself, but how does that translate into cold, hard cash?
Well, Miley's an interesting case. A few years back, rumors were flying about her making some very timely investments. We're talking cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin.
Wait, hold on. Bitcoin. For those of us who aren't like tech wizards, what exactly is Bitcoin and why was early investment such a big deal?
Imagine a digital gold rush. Back then, Bitcoin was this new kind of mysterious digital currency. Its value was volatile. Some people saw it as a risky gamble, but others, like Cyrus supposedly, saw its potential.
And by early, we're talking when Bitcoin was worth a fraction of what it is today. Talk about a high-risk, high-reward situation.
Exactly. While it's tough to say for sure if Cyrus actually became a Bitcoin billionaire, her interest in it highlights a growing trend, even among A-listers. It's about recognizing opportunities and sometimes taking a chance.
She's always been one to defy expectations, both with her music and, it seems, her finances. But, not every actress courts controversy to build their fortune. Take Jennifer Lawrence, for instance. She's got that down-to-earth charm, but she's also incredibly wealthy.
Right, and her net worth is surprisingly close to Miley's, around $175 million. But she's cultivated a very different public persona. Less shock value, more girl next door.
Exactly. She's like America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
Talented, relatable, and she seems to have that high-salary, low-key lifestyle thing down pat.
And yet she still makes headlines. Who could forget that $4 million Oscar dress?
Oh, please, don't remind me. $4 million for a dress. I mean, even if it is an investment, that's a tough pill to swallow.
It definitely highlights the difference between Hollywood's financial reality and, well, everyone else's. But with Lawrence, it seems like she balances those extravagant moments with a relatively normal life. Remember when she was driving around in that Volkswagen for years, even after becoming a huge star?
It's true. It's like she's more interested in choosing how she wants to live rather than just flaunting her wealth for the sake of it.
And that in itself is a form of luxury. But it also speaks to her brand. Relatable, down-to-earth, someone who values experiences over material things, or at least that's the image she projects.
So we've got Sofia Vergara building a brand empire, Miley Cyrus dabbling in cryptocurrency, and Jennifer Lawrence perfecting the art of the high-low lifestyle. It's amazing to see how different paths can lead to similar levels of success.
Absolutely. It's all about strategy, really. It's about knowing your strengths and playing to them.
Which brings us to another actress who's mastered the art of, well, being a boss, Charlize Theron.
Ah, yes, Charlize. She's someone who can command top dollar for her talent while also building a business empire. With a net worth of $180 million, she's definitely doing something right.
And she has that whole luxury car thing going on, right? Didn't I read somewhere that she owns a Bugatti?
A Bugatti, a vintage Rolls-Royce Phantom, the list goes on. But it's not just about the cars, of course. Charlize is known for her business savvy. Remember when she founded her production company, Denver and Delilah Productions?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Smart move, if you ask me. Why rely on studio execs when you can greenlight your own projects? More control, potentially more profit.
Exactly. It's about taking charge of your own destiny, which is something Scarlett Johansson knows a thing or two about.
Okay, yes. Black Widow. She's been a Hollywood fixture since she was a kid, and now she's worth an estimated $180 million. Being an Avenger has its perks, I guess.
It certainly helps, but there's more to it than that. Scarlett's known for negotiating incredible deals. Like, we're talking big upfront salaries plus a percentage of the profits.
Now, those are some negotiation skills I could have used in my life.
Yeah.
But seriously, what's her secret? Is it just about being a box office draw, or is there something more at play?
Box office success is huge, no doubt. But remember, these are smart women. Scarlett has built a brand, she's invested in real estate, and she's even dipped her toes into the entrepreneurial world.
It's like a common thread with these successful actresses. They're not just earning a fortune, they're making that fortune work for them.
Exactly. They understand that true wealth is about more than just a paycheck. It's about building a legacy. And speaking of building a legacy, we have to talk about Jessica Alba.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Talk about a career transformation. From action star to eco-conscious entrepreneur.
It's incredible, right? She saw a gap in the market for safe, eco-friendly baby products, and she went for it.
And now the Honest Company's valued at over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion. You know, when she first started out, people were skeptical. They didn't take her seriously as a businesswoman because she was an actress.
It's true. But she proved them wrong, didn't she? It's a good reminder that success doesn't always follow a conventional path. Sometimes you have to carve your own way.
Absolutely. And speaking of carving their own paths, what about the Olsen twins? They went from child stars to fashion icons.
Mary, Kate, and Ashley are fascinating. Instead of chasing the spotlight, they built their fashion empire quietly and deliberately. And now their brands, including the Row, are worth, get this, billions.
Billions. Plural. Okay, now that's impressive. They really did it their own way.
Yeah.
For every Jessica Alba or Olsen twin who built their wealth through businesses, there are those who've mastered a different kind of empire. Real estate.
Oh, yes. The real estate moguls of Hollywood. It's a classic investment strategy, and for good reason. Just look at Sandra Bullock. She's known for her impressive real estate portfolio.
They make it look easy.
Yeah.
But it's serious business.
Tell me about it. And Sandra's not alone. Reese Witherspoon's another one with that Midas touch when it comes to real estate.
Well, she's got the money to play around with, right? I mean, she did sell a majority stake in her production company, Hello Sunshine, for a cool $900 million.
$900 million. Let's not forget that. But you're right. She and her husband, Jim Toth, have made some really smart real estate moves. They seem to have a knack for it.
Okay, but what makes real estate so appealing to these women? Why real estate over, say, the stock market or starting other types of businesses?
It's a good question. Real estate, it's tangible, it's a sense of security. Historically, it's been a solid way to build wealth and diversify your income.
Plus, owning those gorgeous properties in the best locations, that never goes out of style in Hollywood.
Exactly. Location, 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 as they say.
Speaking of location, sometimes it feels like being in the right place at the right time can lead to those extraordinary fortunes. Like, what about those actresses who kind of stumbled into a gold mine? We got to talk about the outliers.
Oh, yeah. The ones who hit the jackpot. Like Jamie Gertz, for instance. Remember her from The Lost Boys?
Yeah.
That 80s vampire flick.
Right, that Jamie Gertz, the one who also had that hilarious stint on Seinfeld. What's her connection to, like, mega wealth?
Well, let's just say her husband, Tony Ressler, is a billionaire investor. We're talking stakes in everything, from the Atlanta Hawks basketball team to Ares management.
Wow. Talk about a Hollywood fairy tale, right? From battling vampires on screen to owning a piece of a basketball team.
And let's not forget their slice of Junior's restaurant.
Junior's. The cheesecake place. Okay, now that's what I call living the dream. But it just goes to show sometimes it's not just about meticulous planning, right? It's about seizing the moment.
Absolutely. It's about those unexpected opportunities, those connections you make along the way. But Gertz isn't the only example. Let's go back even further to a real Hollywood trailblazer, Dina Merrill.
Dina Merrill. I have to admit, I'm not as familiar with her story.
She was incredible. We're talking old Hollywood, the 1950s. While other actresses were focused on their on-screen careers, Merrill was busy breaking down barriers in the business world.
Get out of here. Okay, tell me more.
So not only was she a talented actress, but she inherited a fortune from her father, right? Estimated to be around $1 billion in today's money. But here's the thing. She didn't just sit on it. She invested it. We're talking banking, manufacturing, a whole range of industries.
A woman ahead of her time? That's amazing. It's inspiring to see someone use their position to create a real legacy, something that goes beyond their own lifetime.
Exactly. Meryl's story reminds us that wealth can be a force for good. It's not just about accumulating money, it's about using your resources to make a difference.
That's a powerful message. And it's something to think about, especially after this deep dive into the world of Hollywood fortunes. We've covered so much ground, from brand building to real estate. But what's the key takeaway for our listeners? What can we learn from these women, even if we're not aiming for, a nine-figure bank account?
It's not just about the numbers, right? It's about mindset. These women, they teach us that financial success takes more than just luck. It takes strategy, a willingness to take risks, and sometimes you got to go against the grain.
You have to be willing to write your own story, build something you believe in, and never be afraid to explore new possibilities.
Exactly. And remember, true wealth, it's not just about your bank balance. It's about having the freedom to live a life you love.
It's about the journey, not just the destination.
Well said.
Well, on that note, we'll leave you with this. Do you think there's a link between wealth and happiness, especially in a place as demanding and unpredictable as Hollywood? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating deep dive. See you next time.